Hello, welcome everyone. We have a very good news, breaking news we want to share today, and the news is about the update about the diversity visa lottery DV2020. I know people already lost everything, waiting. I don't know, even DV2021 came, but the case was still pending. So today, the judgment for the DV 2020. Don't confuse me. I'm talking of DV 2020, meaning people who applied for DV 2020, meaning in the October 2018, these are the people who applied for these particular applications, and the results came out. Results came out on May 2019 for people to process to come in the year 2020. We all know what happened in the year 2020. So this is the famous case about Gomez. If you remember about Gomez versus Trump, now it is Gomez versus Joe Biden, because when you sue, you are going to sue directly the president, and also there are you are going to sue also the Secretary of State, because the Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is also in charge for visas, because he's the Secretary of State. So welcome everyone. So we'll be talking all about this information today, which will be able to help people to understand what does this judgment mean. It is a lot of documents. I just went through quick and just highlighted myself. Just to go through, if you go like right now, if you go on the Twitter right now, and even you search Judgement, the breaking news you'll be able to see is the information about this case. For instance, just in, which is the federal judge on the district court orders, which is Judgement, orders the State Department. Remember, the State Department is the department which is in charge with processing the visas, people to come to America. So orders the State Department to issue, this is very important now, to issue 9,905 diversity visas from the DV 2020 allocation. Applications were effectively blocked by Trump proclamations. Judgement says the policy violated the congressional mandate. If you click that link, it will take you to this link, which I'm going to, it will take you to this in particular. So I will go to that one. So another lawyer says, breaking news, this is a big win in our diversity 2020 DV 2020 case. Gomez vs. Judgement orders 9,905 visas, additional green card visas, to be issued. We ask for more, but this is still a major success. We have more to report as we digest the opinion. So if you click the opinion, you can be able to read. There are so much documents. It is explain why the number of visas, why only 9,905. This is, I'm going to explain why. First of all, for those who forgot, the basis of this case was the fact that President Donald J. Trump made the first proclamation, which was to restrict people to come to America. Then that was in April 22nd. June 24th, that was after 60 days, June 24th, they added another 6 months until December. Then end of December, they added the time until beginning of until it was beginning of March 2021. Then when it expired, we were about to end, then it was ended under the Joe Biden's administration. But the basis of this one, if you got to look, is the proclamation has nothing to do with issuing the visa. The proclamation stopped people to come to America, which the judge has no problem with that. But the problem is the Department of State to take on their own to stop interviewing people, to stop giving people visa. That was the biggest mistake. So if you read the basis, so they are going to give the introduction that this case concerns about the State Department's processing and issuance of the visa for certain classes of foreign nations during the time of the COVID-19, the pandemic, particularly the selectees of the diversity visa lottery fiscal year, which ended on September 30th, 2020. On March this year, the State Department temporarily suspended routine visas services at the consular services and embassy worldwide due to the pandemic, allowing only emergency and mission critical visas. President Trump thereafter issued the proclamation. So this was before. So State Department on their own, they started stopping issuing the visa. Then 1 month later, which was April 22nd, President Trump put the first proclamation, suspension of entry. So the State Department interpreted, this is the wrong part. The State Department interpreted this proclamation to suspend not just the entry, but also the adjudication to give the visas who are subject to the proclamation and did not qualify for any of these exceptions. So the biggest mistake, which was that, was the State Department went further to not give the visa. The State Department should give the visa to people, and the people should fly. If they fly on their own, they reach at the airport, they're told you are not supposed to enter here, go back to your country. That is another department. That is Homeland Security now. Not the job of the State Department is to issue the visas. So that was the problem. So the State Department interpreted that it was a wrong interpretation. Just give the visa to people, and the people will be able to determine on their own what if they will come or not. And remember, when you are given the visa, you have, for green card, you have 6 months to travel. So that is on their own. In the summer 2020, Plaintiffs in these 5 consolidated cases challenged the presidential proclamation in the State Department's refusal to adjudicate visas, which the court termed the no visa policy. So the no visa policy, that is so we'll be able to hear every part of this lawsuit. It should be talking about the no visa policy, the no visa policy. So, basically, the no visa policy, which was applied for the diversity visa, was not in accordance to the law, was in excess of statutory authority, and was in the simplest way, the State Department, the Department of State, has no authority to stop giving the visa to people, because the authority to not people to come to enter in America is the authority of another department. Your job is to give the visas. That's all. That was supposed to be that way. So for that particular case, I don't want to go in detail in all these pages, but that was the purpose of it. So, in all those visas, basically many people were not be able to be interviewed. So the 9,000, because we are talking about this number of visas, we are talking about 9,905 visas will be able to be processed. Let me click this one so that I can be able to do this one. I can highlight. So the 9,905 visas are basically for the people who are plentiful. So if you are the DV lottery winner and you are not part of the lawsuit, you didn't put your name in the lawsuit, basically you are not among the 9,905. So this lawsuit will not be able to be applicable to your case. That's what is my interpretation, is that way. So my interpretation is the only people who will be there are the plaintiff only. So it's not going to open. So for instance, let me give the example. Let's say the people who got the visa, maybe let's say there are maybe 15,000 in the 2020 so far. But the State Department, the court has ordered just the plaintiff, not the remaining to 55,000 visas. So no matter how much the remaining is, if the remaining was 40,000, the court has only ordered the plaintiff, which is that number. So if you read this one, which is, I will say it's a lot of pages. If you go to page, so this is from page. I will put the link on the comment if you want to read. So they are going to explain how this was unlawful. They started explaining all the reasoning on the last pages. The last 10 pages are the most important. The first 2 pages and the last 10 pages are the most important. So this is what they're explaining, the reasoning, finalizing everything, why they are challenging the proclamation. So this is what they are going to explain everything. But in the end, that's what they are going to explain, that the court has ordered. So in the Gomez 2, this court ordered the State Department to reserve these visas numbers for processing pending the final adjudication of this matter. So the final adjudication, this is the final adjudication of this particular matter. So these people will continue to be, until these people will be able to be issued their visas. This is what the final decision is going to be done, has been done tonight or today. What I'm talking tonight, I'm talking now, it is 11:32 p.m. And it was given the decision tonight. So if you go to the last pages, the conclusion now, that is the last part, which is very important. Let me a little bit zoom or give it bigger. You can be able to see. For the foregoing reason, the court grants in part and denies part of the defendant's motion for partial summary judgment, whatever. So this one is going to deny some of the motion, but also is going to provide, which is the end, they are going to provide the summary that the no visa policy was required to be issued via the notice and comment, the blah, 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 blah. But in the end, the final order is this one, which has been dated today. So in the end is this way, the defendants shall process, the defendants, which is the U.S. government. By U.S. government, I mean the President, Department of State, and everybody shall process the diversity visa 2020 applications in a random order until all 9,905 diversity visas have been granted. The parties shall notify the court by August 25th, 2021, whether they have agreed to a time within which to process the reserved visas. The court will issue a final order once the question is resolved. So what does this mean now? So only the people who were in the plaintiff have been able to be benefit. And remember, now we have the DV2021 lawsuit too. There is that one. So if there is that lawsuit for DV2021, always people, when they ask me, should I join the lawsuit? I usually tell them, join the lawsuit. You never know what will happen. In the end, even if the lawsuit is supposed to benefit everybody, but the priority will be the people who are in the lawsuit. Because, for instance, this situation, the time is up. So the only people who are going to be benefiting are the people in the 2021. Rebecca Muhofa, you are asking, what about the DV 2021? The DV 2021 lawsuit hasn't been decided yet. So this was for DV 2020. But the same judge, or whether it will be the same judge or another judge, if he's going to judge the case, this case has been able to set the precedence. It's going to be the cornerstone of all decision coming forward. Because the DV 2021 winners have been affected for the first 6 months. So the same reasoning, the no visa, because what we are talking about, the no visa policy was illegal, was out of the law, out of the jurisdiction of the State Department. So the same thing is going to happen for the DV 2021. So for the people who, let's say, because from September 2020 to March 2021, for the first 6 months, no one was interviewed. So the same principle, the same same logic, the same proclamation made the State Department to go further and deny to give the visas is going to be applicable in this particular situation. The DV 2021, that will be a separate case. But yes, with this decision, will be able to benefit, because when you file a new case, the new judge or the same judge will use the precedents, the arguments which are in the DV 2020 to be applicable in the DV 2021, because it's the same proclamation. So I believe the DV 2021 will be also going to benefit in that particular sense. Will benefit because the decision is going to be the precedents in the court of law. Someone is asking about, I sent 2 emails to KCC to open the DLC 260. Will they open twice? The file is not going to be open twice, because if it's open, it's already open. You cannot open it, then open it again. Once they open it once, it will be open. I usually tell people, don't make mistakes, because nowadays KCC is very overwhelmed. I know some people that have been waiting for over 7 to 8 weeks to get unlocked. So if you rush and submit quickly, it's up to you. The stress and the pressure of waiting is higher than the pressure of taking your time to submit a proper application. Thank you so much. There is no priority for named plaintiff over the class, though. Yeah, so this is what, because basically this one is going to be given to the plaintiff first of all, but also the plaintiff will also be case number of the plaintiff first. That will be, I don't think they will go beyond those one. So the same decision is going to benefit the people who you are asking for my email. I'm going to put the email, but I usually tell people, if you have a question, search on my videos, because you are going to ask me the normal question, which I've already answered here. I don't have time to respond to all emails. So just, you know, that you will send the email, I can stay for a week, 2 weeks without responding. Don't get upset. I want the DV 2021, but my old passport is lost. What can I do, EBM? What you need to do, whatever the DV, you have to have police record. That's, you need to show that you lost the passport, and on the DLC 260 you have to put the new passport. When KCC requests for the documents, you send the proof that the passport was lost and the passport number you indicate, then you show the new passport. That's what you need to do. How does someone get to join the lawsuit? You go to, there are these lawyers, most of these, I can send you some of their names. Yeah, they are very famous. If you search immigration, what is the Association for the Immigration Lawyers in the US, you can be able to find them. Even this one is one, I believe, this is illegal. Okay, no. I will just go ahead and show you some of them. The DV winner 2022, my birthplace on the birth certificate reflects Addis Ababa, where it's supposed to be Addis Ababa. It doesn't affect your case. Put the birthplace which is written on your passport. See the paragraph before the conclusion header. Yes, I understand what you are saying, but the point is, the court grants defendant's motion partial, whatever. If you read this one, the court grants plaintiff motion for partial summary judgment. Their claims that no visa policy is not in accordance to the law, and arbitrary this one. Defendants acted this one, diversity from omission this one. Defendants delayed blah 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 blah. In addition to the court denies this word, the immigrant plentiful claims, plentiful claim, the national interest exception violates this one. I don't know what you are talking about. Are you talking about this one? The point is whether they are going with whether they are going with the plentiful, because obviously they have to give the priority to the plentiful because other person didn't sue. But so whatever the case, even if they go to process, whatever the case, they're only going to give the court of ordered 9,905 visas. That's the point. So if that's the point, if last year they gave 10,000 visas, so in the end they'll give 20,000 instead of 55,000 visas. So still more people will not be able to be given the visas, only few will be able to get them. Which form are you talking about? If it's the DV lottery form, when the application comes, I will show the form on how to fill, but I don't stay here to fill the form for someone. Are you asking question or no? The DV2021, this was the case for DV2020, was not the case for DV2021 when the case was open. But there is a case also for the DV2021. The same argument which are on the DV2020 are the same argument for the DV2021. And because they won for the DV2020, the same decision will be for DV2021. So the case will also be able to win because of that. I do not know if you'll be able to be called for the interview for the DV2021. Is there any hope to get adjustment of status 485 lot of visa DV2021 approved before September 30th? I filed it since May 2021. This is, you have to understand, what is your case number? Asami, you have to know that even if you are in US, they are supposed to process. When your case number is available, then you can go and do adjustment of status. If you file in May 2021, and you are DV 2021, when was your case number available on the visa bulletin? So if your visa bulletin was in May and you filed, obviously, yes, you'll be able to be given the visa. Okay. Not that one. Pages, 2 pages up. Okay, just let me go here. 2 pages up. Okay, I'm getting confused because I read just... Okay. Yeah, so, okay, are you talking about this one or which one? Yeah, because this is another part which is another complication. Yes, okay, since here you are talking, okay. Yeah, so there are two things. There is a decision of the court, which obviously plaintiff have to be given that. But what is saying, yes, the plaintiff, the court appreciate the plaintiff that named on the that one. So, for instance, your plaintiff and your case number is 50,000, but there is another person who is not a plaintiff. His case number or her case number is 5,000. The person with 5,000 will be able to be processed despite being not a plaintiff. That's what I understood that way, because that's what they say. But it is bound to respect the Congress decision that the processing of the diversity visa should proceed in a random order. So the court will not order the defendants, like the government, to only give the people who are in the class action. So also the people who are, if you are in the class action and you are you are in the lawsuit and you have lower case number, obviously it's a guarantee. But if you are not, but you have a smaller case number, obviously you'll be able to get that way. Mr. I've already answered your question. Even if you send 10 times, they are not opening twice. When the DS2260 has been opened, you cannot open it. Once they open it once, it is open. Unless otherwise you open, then you send it back, you lock it, then you ask them to open again. But if it's already open, they cannot open. How do you open the door which is already open? Does that make sense? Okay, I don't know. When will they start interviewing those people who won DV2021 or DV2022? Because DV2021 is ending September 30th. DV2022 is starting October 1st. I won DV2021, but my case number is 2,284. How long will it take to be interviewed if I submit this month? First of all, don't confuse. Jamal, are you DV winner 2021 or DV 2022? If the results, you are talking about the results which came out May 2021, you are DV winner 2022. So don't confuse. And if you are DV winner 2022, if you are, that number is from Africa, your interview is supposed to be in November. So you have to submit as soon as possible. If you submit later, the interview will be going further. So it's up to you. If you submit now, your interview will be in November or December. So those are some of the things. I don't want to make this one is a very long video. I'll go and read this one, and then I'll come with a good summary. Sorry. I'll come with a very good summary of this one, but I wanted to make sure that people, especially DV2020 with the small case number, they have to know that this will be able to do that. Yeah. So this one is also part of the Immigration Lawyers Council. Say we are still processing Judgement's order, and more information for the class members will be coming soon. The DV 2021 winner, my case number is 25,000. Will I get the interview from Uganda? I don't know. But if they don't finish, you'll be able to be part of the lawsuit. You'll be able to get through that way too. So I'm going to end up now. And I have bad internet for these couple of days. Yesterday, there was something happened to my internet. So I have to end my live now. So thank you, everyone. I'm the DV winner 2022. If the KCC don't ask me my documents, should I just go? No. Submit when you are asked to submit. Because even if you submit the documents, they don't process the documents. When your time comes, they will ask the documents. So don't submit the documents. It's just like saying that, oh, I'm the DV winner 2022 or 2021. KCC hasn't asked me okay, you are DV 2022. Okay. So if your case number is 2,000, and if you are from Africa, Jamal, you are, because the October is from 1 to 2,000. 2,000 to 4,000, 5,000 is in November. So if you submit now, your interview will be in November. If you submit later, your interview will be in December. So the more you delay, you will be pushing further and further. I find my DS260 and sent my needed documents last month. Is there any chance having my second notification letter anytime soon? I'm DV2020 winner. Number one question: were you asked to submit the documents? If you were not asked to submit the documents you submitted, they mean nothing to them. Did they ask you for the documents? If yes, you might have a chance. And I do not know your case number. I'm from Sri Lanka. My case number is 2,000 or 20,000. Embassy is closed for now. Will the interview will be late? Very late. Any idea? I'm not so sure. That will be based on the local embassy and the restrictions of the embassy itself. That one I'm not so sure. I don't want to act as an expert. Also, you say you didn't get my email. I sent the email. I put my email over here. Just look on the comments. But I said, if you ask the question, which I've already answered, you'll be wasting my time. Check any question. Just write a question. For instance, you want to know affidavit support, and just write EBM scholar affidavit support. Just write EBM scholars and put your question. But don't come to me, because some people, they write me email. My case number is this one. When can I be my interview? This is wasting my time. To be honest, you'll be wasting my time. Make sure that if you come with a specific case, which is a personal case. I sent an email to KCC over a month to open the DS260. They didn't reply. Yes, I've told the people it takes up to 8 weeks for them to reply. That's why I usually tell people, don't make a mistake. Don't rush to submit. Any mistake you do, you'll be stressed out a lot to wait for them to submit, to unlock. They have the DV2020 situations, the DV2021, the DV2022, they are overwhelmed. At the moment, if you submit the case, you rush to submit, you make a mistake, you ask it to open, you can wait for 4 to 8, even 9 weeks for them to unlock. So you need to wait. When can I see my case number current? 16,000 you have to wait. That will be around February or March. Thank you so much. How many numbers of visas will be granted? 55,000. The law hasn't changed yet. My case number is 72,000 or 7,000. If 72,000, you will not be interviewed unless otherwise the numbers are going to be increased to 80,000. But up to this moment, they haven't. If you're 72,000, just assume you will not be interviewed. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your time and keep us current. Thank you so much. Now it is 11:54 p.m. I have 6 minutes to go to midnight, so I have to sleep. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. for work meeting. I have to wake up very, very early for work meeting. So I will let you know when I read and get in touch with everyone with the more details. So thank you so much. But this was the good news. I didn't want to pass without letting you know what is going on. Sir, sorry, I want to disturb you again. When can I keep my documents? I don't understand your question. Are you the DV winner? Are you asking when or which documents? When the documents is when the KCC asks you for the documents. If you want to prepare now, you can prepare documents now. When can you start preparing the documents? If you we have won the DV lottery, prepare the documents before you are asked. Send the documents. Are you asking what type of the documents, or you are asking when will they ask you for the documents? I don't understand your question. They have already started asking people for the documents. One of the way, let me show you, if you want to know anything, just go to my website, right? EBM Scholars, maybe documents. So if you type that way, you'll find what list of documents required to prepare this one. That is the way. When will they ask me? I don't know when they will ask you. To be honest, I don't know. I do not know when you filed. I do not know what your case number. Yeah. So this is the way you can be able to get any video you want about me. Is just go right EBM Scholars affidavit. I'm giving example. If you want to like to any video, go EBM Scholars. For instance, EBM Scholars. Let's say you want to look how to find a host. Write a host. You'll find all the information. That is the way on how you can be able to get any video about me. That's the way about to search EBM Scholars interview. You'll find every video I've done, either I interviewed someone or it's about a green card interview. You'll be able to see over there. So thank you each and everyone. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I have to go and sleep. Thank you so much, Firefighter Jose. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.